Now on CoastTV News.
We saw the season's first 70s yesterday across Delmarva, and we'll do it again today. Another warm one into Friday, then changes with rain chances increasing. Details on that, plus your weekend forecast coming up next.
Debate on more Delaware gun restrictions. We break down the latest effort in the General Assembly to increase regulations on gun ownership.
Less developed land in Lewis. The plans being pushed by officials in that city to have more areas dedicated to conservation.
No-go for Delaware presidential vote. State making a call on its primary scheduled in just over 3 weeks.
This is CoastTV News Today.
March 14th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensing.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Paige Marley. Thanks for being up with us during our 5 o'clock hour.
Such a great day to be outside yesterday, Paige, and it looks like we're going to have more of that today.
Thankfully, I didn't get outside as much as I wanted to yesterday. I know. So today will be my new chance, but you got outside.
Yeah, I did some power washing, and you're welcome to join me in that effort. Yes, you should.
Maybe that's what I'll do today. Or I'll read with the windows open.
Yeah, that sounds boring.
I have to decide, which
power
one
washing is
best.
the play.
It is satisfying, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's work, and then when you're done, you're like, I did that.
Exactly. I love that.
That was me.
Yes, right. Well, first alert meteorologist Bob Try, he did tell us just a second ago that, we should be seeing 70s again today. So let's bring in Bob with your forecast. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, guys. It was amazing yesterday with all that warmth, and we're going to do it again today, maybe a tad warmer. But it's a chilly start. We get these big temperature swings because of the dry air. 41 in Salisbury, 40 in Delmar, 42 in Georgetown. So it's pretty cold inland areas, but 50 along the coast right now, but it will be a quick warm-up as winds are light west-southwest, but they'll be picking up a little bit during the day as we're looking at mostly clear skies. There is a patch of some mid to high-level clouds back to our west. That'll shield the sun a little bit, but otherwise we've got high pressure along the coast, and as it moves off the coast, we rapidly warm up from the 40s into the 50s mid-morning, and then we're flirting with 70 degrees by noon. Inland areas cooler along the beaches, and by 3:30, 75 in Millsboro, Delmar, and Salisbury. Another gorgeous day, but much cooler along the beaches, but a gorgeous evening pretty much for everybody. If you want the warmer weather, stay inland. If you want the cooler weather, go to the beaches. We've got another warm day coming up for tomorrow, and then changes with a cold front with showers. I'll talk about that, and your weekend forecast not looking too bad. Details on the way.
Thanks, Bob. Developing news in Delaware. It's another attempt on gun restrictions. Last week, a bill approved in the State House is being described as a permit to purchase. What it does, it would require anyone wanting to buy a handgun to go through a training and application process. The necessary firearms training must be within the past 5 years of applying for a handgun. According to the bill, people would not have to pay fees for the permit itself, but they would have to pay for things like fingerprinting and the required training. We wanted to get a feel of how people in Sussex County view having more gun restrictions. And like other efforts, we found differing opinions.
All it will do is interfere with the rights of law-abiding citizens in another manner and continues the same tired path of trying to do something political rather than deal with the person instead of the object.
We believe this is the next step in keeping guns out of dangerous hands of people in the state and really helping prevent gun violence in our communities across Delaware.
This bill still has to go through the Senate before it can land on Governor John Carney's desk. Similar gun control bills in Delaware, such as an assault weapons ban, have been the subject of lawsuits after being passed.
The state of Maryland had a similar law passed just last year that also faced an uphill court battle. Federal court struck down the state's handgun licensing law. Now that court ruled the requirement for buying a handgun, they were too strict, requiring fingerprints, a 4-hour safety class, and more. In fact, the court says Maryland's rules were so restrictive, they didn't match with the United States Constitution. In a 2-to-1 ruling, the judge cited the Second Amendment right.
It's called open space. It's an area of land in a city that has no or little development. And happening today, a committee set up in Lewis will continue to work on how to create more open space. It's looking to have trees, trails, buffers, and boat slips centrally located in Lewis. Committee members say this would include new developments, and part of this is to work on how all of this will be designed. Meeting is scheduled for 12:30 p.m. at the Rollins Center.
Also in Lewis, the city postponed its upcoming meeting to go over next year's budget. The mayor and city council will continue to review changes made to their draft since the last workshop. The proposed budget focuses on safety, children's activities, road work, and improving public spaces like nature trails. This meeting will now take place on Monday at 5:30.
Developing news out of Rehoboth Beach, where we are learning more about how the city plans to deal with the $4 million deficit in its proposed budget. Taxes are going to go up. We reported the tax increases before, but here's some of the exact numbers. Its budget worksheet shows that raising property tax will add $850,000 more dollars. Increased fees from parking meters and services will bring in over $2 million, $100,000 more from a rental tax increase, and raising the wastewater service rate will make up $791,000. The budget must be finalized soon. The city's new fiscal year begins April 1st.
Dewey Beach looking to change how it handles marijuana. Currently, the town follows state marijuana regulations, which makes smoking marijuana in public illegal. Additionally, you must be at least 21 to use marijuana. Dewey has a $200 fine for breaking this rule, but the state's fine is $100. Town commissioners will further discuss this ordinance coming up on Friday.
Now, here's some information on what's happening with marijuana within Delaware. Monday, the Office of the Marijuana Commissioner, who is responsible for overseeing the state's recreational marijuana industry, announced new regulations for review. And some examples of that are testing, sampling, waste, and disposal. An information comment period for these regulations is open until March 29th. And to review the regulation drafts and learn how to leave comments, you can visit our website, CoastTV.com.
And happening nationally, President Biden said he directed his cabinet to review the federal classification of marijuana and that he's also expunging thousands of convictions for the mere possession. That was the first time the president has spoken about the effort since October of 2022. The administration will bring awareness to the issue on Friday, and among those participating in the event are people who received pardons for prior cannabis convictions.
This morning, police will continue to work on determining the cause of a crash in Seaford. Take a look here. You can see the front of a car wedged underneath the back of a tractor trailer. The Seaford Volunteer Fire Department says this happened at Stein Highway and Delaney Street. The department says it took less than a half hour to lift the trailer, get the car out, and rescue the person inside. That person was flown to Christiana Hospital. People in Ocean Pines could be saving some money. The Maryland Department of the Environment says those who live in the Ocean Pines Sanitary Service Area don't have to pay the $5 monthly charge into the Chesapeake Bay Restoration Fund. The department says the Ocean Pines wastewater treatment plant meets the requirement for exemption. Now, each household affected will save $60 per year, but these exemptions will have to be renewed annually.
Ballots and blades are being finalized for the town's upcoming election. There are 3 seats up for grabs in town council. The voter registration deadline is coming up on March 20th, and the election is on April 1st. We have more dates, times, and helpful links regarding this election on CoastTV.com.
The Delaware presidential primary election that was scheduled on April 2nd is now canceled. This decision comes after President Biden and former President Trump both obtaining the necessary delegates to clinch the nominations of their respective parties. The primary election for other state offices such as governor, U.S. senator, U.S. representative, that is still on for September 10th. We now take a live look at Washington, D.C. There is a battle brewing in that building right there between national security and the First Amendment. A bill that could lead to the ban of the popular social media platform TikTok passed in the House of Representatives on Wednesday. The bill is now headed to the Senate.
And despite bipartisan support, this has become controversial. NBC's Bree Jackson shows us what could happen if that bill makes it to the president's desk.
The future of TikTok is in limbo. Some lawmakers worry China could exploit the data of the app's more than 170 million American users.
This is not about the content, it's about the conduct, and I think it's a serious and direct threat to our national security.
Others on Capitol Hill raised concerns about a potential ban, arguing it would infringe on First Amendment rights and unfairly targets one social media platform.
We have not done anything in this Congress for years to protect Americans' privacy. How is it that Congress acts in a rush to ban TikTok and can't protect Americans on social media?
The bill now heads to the Senate, where its future is uncertain.
Some of my colleagues have already concluded that that's going on, and that's why they want to slap TikTok to Pluto. I'm not there yet. I want to hear what our intelligence committees say.
TikTok influencers are making their voices heard. They say the measure would harm millions of small business owners who use the app to make money. The company's CEO vows to put up a fight.
We will not stop fighting and advocating for you. We will continue to do all we can, including exercising our legal rights, to protect this amazing platform that we have built with you. We believe we can overcome this together.
TikTok's fate now lies in the Senate's hands. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
Senate Majority Leader Democrat Chuck Schumer was non-committal on whether the Senate would vote on the House bill. President Biden has said that he would sign the measure if it passes Congress.
And we're just getting started this morning, Matt.
Coming up, Paige, after much back and forth with the city of Lewis, one family finally tearing down the old and starting fresh. We'll tell you why this project means so much to them.
Also, Delaware has had its run-in with severe weather in recent years. We'll tell you how you can keep your home and your family safe.
And popular pond proposal, we have what is being proposed to help boaters in Millsboro. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Look who's cooking for Sussex County Habitat for Humanity. Volunteer chefs from local realtors compete for the best appetizers, entrees, and desserts, and you can try them all. It's an evening of tasty treats, raffles, and door prizes at the St. Jude Parish Center on March 21st at 6 p.m. in Lewis. For more information about the event and to get your tickets, go to sussexcountyhabitat.org. We'll see you, Delmarva, at the Look Who's Cooking Challenge, March 21st in Lewis.
Have you seen those crazy HVAC deals? Don't fall for that. At Above and Beyond Service Heating and Cooling, we just don't make promises, we deliver results. With our Peace of Mind maintenance agreement, you can rest assured we will keep up with your system throughout the year. We're a local company. You're not just a customer, you're our neighbor. Take advantage of our 0% finance for up to 72 months or up to $3,000 in rebates on a new train system. Call Above and Beyond Services to keep your family comfortable. Remember, it's hard to stop a train.
Are you struggling to lose weight? Do you want to live a healthier and more empowered life? Whether it's been a lifelong struggle or you're new to weight loss, we can help you get the results you're looking for. At Tidal Health, we offer a comprehensive and customized approach to weight loss that includes surgical and medical options. Our team of dedicated professionals is committed to making sure you have the knowledge and support to reach your goals and get on the path to wellness. To learn how you can reach your goal weight, visit TidalHealth.org/loseweight today.
Give it up for our coaches. Thank you. Right here. Oh. Don't look over there too much. I feel like I just won The Voice. For the first time, we have more than one country coach. How do you feel about that?
I feel great about it. I'm just going to beat them anyways.
The
Voice, new Monday and Tuesday on NBC and Peacock.
5:13 on this chilly start on this Thursday morning. Irish Eyes Cam. Light chip overfalls lit up very nicely. The flag moving a little bit on the ship. Light winds, and it's chilly inland areas, lower 40s to middle 40s inland areas, and then low to mid 50s along the coast. So a chilly start. You need the heavier coat. We're seeing light winds right now. Those winds pick up out of the west-southwest throughout the day. We start to really warm up. We do have some mid to high level clouds building in from the west. That will shield the sun a little bit, but we're still going to warm up big time throughout the day. So the kids are going to have to layer up, have the heavier coat early on off to school, 42 and chilly, but heading home, open up the windows, carry the coat. Yeah, shirt sleeves, 73 at that time, very mild.
Short sleeves like that, Bob. Okay, thank you. $14 million of taxpayer money going to Delaware community projects in Sussex County. This includes improvements for the Rosa Health Center in Georgetown, the Bethany Beach Loop Canal, and Lake Bethany Erosion Project. This is to help restore the land strip that lies between the canal and the lake. Also creating a community agricultural facility in Milford. More information on these projects and the costs can be found on our website, coasttvnews.com. A project is in the works to help boaters in Millsboro. The state's Division of Fish and Wildlife is looking to modify an existing boat launch facility and create a new 6 by 36-foot fixed dock at Ingram Pond. The pond is along Godwin School Road, and comments on this project are due to the state by March 19th. In Milton, if you notice something flying in the air on Chandler Street near Memorial Park next week, it is probably drones. Get this, the town says drones will be washing the water tower. According to the water department, drones are needed to help clean the tower with high-pressured water.
Barbie is headed down the aisle. Mattel has teamed up with the bridal industry giant Azazi to create a collection of Barbie-inspired wedding gowns, bridesmaid dresses, and flower girl dresses. Brides can choose from mermaid, column, A-line silhouettes, all with a variety of necklines. Meanwhile, the bridesmaid dresses play the bold Barbie hot pink shade in chiffon and stretch satin. I actually like all those ideas. Very nice. All right. Well, Adidas' Yeezy fiasco has helped push the German sportswear giant into a rare annual loss. In October 2022, Adidas broke off its partnership with Yeezy designer Kanye West after he made a string of anti-Semitic remarks. Adidas has also seen falling North American sales and a huge tax bill. The company posted a net loss of $63 million in its core business in 2023. Well, still to come, Delaware, no stranger to severe weather. We're telling you what experts say about how to stay prepared.
No storms this morning, just severe clear out there at Tyndall's Casual Furniture Camp, 50 in Ocean City. Cooler inland areas with another warm day on the way for Delmarva. Another day of 70s expected. Mild weather into Friday, then rain chances increase with the cold front. Details on that and your improving weekend forecast in 2 minutes.
Hey moms, you know those unforgettable face palms? Those moments that leave us both laughing and sighing. They're not just mishaps, there are shared stories. Share your unique mom moments with us. Go to coastlife.com/mom.
This is a freaking lousy crawl space. Hey FLC, I've got a freaking lousy crawl space.
Do you have excess moisture under your home or even standing water? You probably have mold. And if you have ductwork, you have a delivery system for that mold directly into your house. This is a freaking lousy crawl space.
This is a floofing lousy crawl space.
You want to take your crawl space from lousy to lovely, call FLC.
Have you seen those crazy HVAC deals? Don't fall for that. At Above and Beyond Service Heating and Cooling, we just don't make promises, we deliver results. With our Peace of Mind maintenance agreement, you can rest assured we will keep up with your system throughout the year. We're a local company. You're not just a customer, you're our neighbor. Take advantage of our 0% finance for up to 72 months or up to $3,000 in rebates on a new train system. Call Above and Beyond Services to keep your family comfortable. Remember, it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, it's Peter Guida, and on this episode of McQueen Classics, we're going to define what a classic car is. Any car 25 years or older, 1997 and below. So if it's languishing in your garage, we're going to come get it. We're going to turn it into cash. We're going to help you sell it. Seriously, we're going to come get it. It's time for the ride of your dreams from McQueen's. Behind the new Redners on Route 9 in Lewis.
Get the CoastTV First Alert Weather app with live satellite and radar, severe weather alerts, and extended forecast. Download the free CoastTV First Alert Weather app, sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling. NBC News Daily, weekdays at 1 on CoastTV.
Time is 5:18, and we're checking out a live look at Ocean City. Bob, everyone here, which is basically just the three of us, we are a little giddy over the warm weather we are continuing with.
Everyone. Yeah, all three of us, absolutely, Matt. Yeah, we are. We're happy about the warm weather. It was nice yesterday to get outside. I walked around barefoot outside for a change. And yeah, shorts, T-shirt, temperatures in the 70s, and we're going to do it again. You can track the temperatures and the weather on our CoastTV weather app by scanning the QR code right there. And you can have the forecast at your fingertips. And boy, gorgeous weather today. 75, that puts us a solid 20 degrees above average, but it will not be a record. The record high is 84 in Georgetown, so the record high is safe, but still nice nonetheless. 74 on Friday. We have a cold front coming through. We'll see some rain later in the day, and then that cools us off into the weekend. Saturday, 61, 64 on Sunday for St. Patrick's Day, and then a big cool down into the early part of next week. Only 52 for the high on your Monday. It's chilly out the door this morning. Salisbury and Delmar 41, Seaford and Georgetown 42, 55 43 at Bethany Beach, 52 in Rehoboth right now. Winds are calm or light, but the trend is west-southwest, and that's a mild direction as we'll quickly warm up today. We are seeing mainly clear skies. Some high clouds are floating in from the west. We saw those high cirrus clouds yesterday. Looks like we've got another batch moving in, but the big story is the warmth. We've got this big dome of high pressure over the top of us, keeping the storminess away, but eventually this ridge breaks down, and we'll see a cold front settling in tomorrow, increasing our rain chances. So this morning we go from the 40s into the 50s mid-morning, and then by noon, 67 Georgetown, 68 in Delmar, but much cooler along the beaches. Don't know if it's going to be 50 in Dewey Beach, but I think 50s and 60s right along the coast, so be prepared for that. But inland, mid-70s, 113 corridor, back towards Seaford and Salisbury, middle 70s. And then the clouds moving this evening, very mild through the overnight, with the clouds and winds picking up from the south and west. And Friday morning, we're in the mid to upper 50s. We do poke into the 70s tomorrow afternoon, and that's ahead of this cold front that brings the rain in into the evening hours. We could get some rumbles of thunder with this cold front as it comes on through. Then the winds pick up out of the north into Saturday, and it does cool down. As far as rainfall amounts, a few hundredths of an inch of rain, maybe up to about a half an inch in some of those heavier downpours, as Saturday is looking, well, cooler and dry. And even Sunday now, we took the rain out of the forecast for St. Patty's Day, but the moment I do that, maybe the models will bring the rain back in, but we're going dry right now for Sunday, much cooler into early next week. Paul Davis 7-day forecast. We've got the mid-70s the next 2 days with that rain later Friday, and then the weekend is cooler, 61 Saturday, St. Patrick's Day. I took the rain out for now, 64, and then much colder early next week, as cold as 47 for a high on Tuesday. Winter's not done yet, and down near freezing Tuesday and Wednesday morning. So get ready for some frost at that time. Our umbrella winner is Roy Brebeck from Milford. Congratulations, Roy. You have a brand new umbrella from Paul Davis and Coast TV.
Thanks so much, Bob. And of course, don't forget, Coast TV has a new Facebook page for all of the latest in news, exclusive content, and interactive discussions. Visit and follow our new page. You can do that by going to facebook.com/CoastTVNBC or scan the QR code right there on your screen to stay connected with us.
Delaware has been no stranger to severe weather in recent years. Deadly tornadoes have ravaged communities, roads have become submerged from floodwaters, and hail has piled high enough to shovel. This week, the state's working to educate people on the threats that severe weather pose and what they can do to stay safe.
Important to be prepared. If people aren't sure where to start with being prepared, with Severe Weather Awareness Week, one of the reasons that we do this is to get awareness of where some resources are. So there is a website, preparede.org.
Severe weather can happen at any time in Delaware, but the peak season is from late spring through early summer. This does bring us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know which severe weather event concerns you the most on Delmarva.
Ooh, look at that. 68% of you are most concerned about tornadoes. That surprises me. Just 28% floods, maybe because we're a little used to flooding. Just 1% hailstorms and 3% lightning strikes. All right, some good options there. Do you want to share what you're most concerned about?
I probably would go tornadoes.
Yeah?
I mean, that's the most destructive and deadly
Very good
of
point.
the situations there.
Good point. I'm going to follow you then on that. But whatever you're thinking, you can still vote. Go to coasttv.com or our mobile app.
Up next on Coast TV News today, Daisy Home Demolition. We'll tell you about a Lewis family and their plans to rebuild after tearing down a historic home in Lewis. Don't go anywhere.
I can't get enough of your love. I can't get enough of your love.
Delmarva's Classic Rock, Big 107.7. Download the free Coast TV First Alert weather app today. NBC Nightly News, weeknights at 6:30 on Coast TV.
Let the steam rise like the majestic Mount Fuji. Unveiling a new ramen restaurant in Salisbury, the Fuji Ramen House is an adventure with each tantalizing bite. Enjoy your experience in a cozy Japanese-themed setting and indulge in mouth-watering appetizers, rice bowls, curry, and of course, our ramen. Handcrafted noodles simmering in a delicious broth with your choice of toppings. Elevate your taste to new heights and savor the umami flavors of authentic ramen at Fuji Ramen House, located behind East Moon.
On Wednesday, May 15th, vote for your favorite chef at the 10th anniversary celebration Top Chef of the Culinary Coast event to benefit Meals on Wheels Lewis Rehoboth. The fun begins at 6 p.m. at Ivy and Dewey Beach, when you'll enjoy live music and feast on the area's best culinary creations and local spirits. Get your tickets online at mealsonwheelslr.org or call Meals on Wheels at 302-645-7449.
We were thinking about doing this garage to get the dust and everything off the floor. We decided to call Pinnacle Concrete Coating. He gave us a color option. There must have been 12 or 14 different colors to choose from. Everything they said they were going to do, they did perfect. And they worked, man, I tell you what, those guys worked so doggone. They said they could do it in 8 hours, and they did it in 8 hours. This is not a garage no more. It's a room for my vehicle. That's what I love about it. Call up Pinnacle, and I guarantee you'll be happy.
Nobody needs to die today.
This girl was targeted. We'll get him.
Damn right I'm gonna get him. Law and Order Thursday on NBC and Peacock.
One last walk through history. The Daisy family watched as a house in their family that was there for 60 years gets torn down. The house in the Lewis Historic District raised some debate previously for the Daisies, who said the home no longer met their needs and was asking to tear it down. And then, after multiple appeals in September, a city commission voted to allow the demolition. Dion Daisy says it was a fight worth the family's future.
I'm so, I'm proud of us, right? I'm proud of us. I think our father would have been thrilled to see those hearings and to see his children and my dad, who grew up poor, so poor he had to wait in food lines, to see his educated children fight back against this board and win.
And the Daisy family will build a new home in place of that one once the demolition is complete.
We bring back First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahi. Paige,
Ooh.
Bob, let's talk about hanging out on the beaches today.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's chop it up.
Okay. What are we thinking, Bob?
I'm thinking maybe getting out the sunscreen for the first time this season, dusting off the container. Maybe a little bit SPF 30 to 40, We're getting into that time of year as we'll be seeing that filtered sunshine today. You always want to be safe in the sun. Fenwick Island and Ocean City are starting out chilly into the upper 40s, but you're warming into the 60s with lots of sunshine. Not as warm as inland areas. Inland areas mid 70s. I'm thinking 60s along the beaches in Lewis, around 67 for you, and mid to upper 60s for Rehoboth as well. If you're taking the ferry from Lewis to Cape May, looking fantastic. And enjoy the beautiful weather because it lasts one more day and then changes Friday and into the weekend. I'll have much more in your forecast coming up in a few minutes.
All right, Bob, thank you so much. Also coming up after the break, tackling a potential TikTok ban. We'll tell you what's next for the possibility after the bill passed in the House of Representatives just yesterday.
Also, Committee for Conservation will tell you about the plans in Lewis to create more undeveloped areas.
And permit to purchase possibility. We'll tell you what could change in Delaware for those looking to buy a handgun. CoastTV News Today will be right back.
Get ready for the ultimate outdoor experience. Join us for the DSN Outdoors Expo on Friday, April 19th from 4 to 8 and Saturday, April 20th from 10 to 4. Showcase your products or services to thousands of potential customers.
Your child deserves the best. When your child is sick, every moment counts. And the team at Tidal Health Pediatrics understands the urgency of such situations. Whether it's a sudden fever, a troubling cough, or another pediatric ailment, your child will be seen when they need it most. Schedule your child's appointment now at tidalhealth.org/findapediatrician or call 410-912-5785 because your child's health is our top priority. Tidal Health Pediatrics, compassionate care when you need it most.
The sound you hear is your house being eaten away by termites.
When you've seen one, it's already too late and the damage has begun. To avoid permanent damage and to keep your home protected for years to come, call the specialist at Bennett Termite and Pest Solutions. We have the tools, technology, and experience that has raised the termite control and treatment standards on Delmarva. Call the experts at Bennett Termite today.
Remember, Delmarva, quality isn't expensive, it's priceless.
Visit Tyndall's Casual Furniture, where comfort meets style and quality meets affordability. And affordability doesn't mean you have to compromise on quality. We are Delmarva's exclusive dealer for Pollywood, the name you know and trust. Pollywood dining sets start at only $9.95, fully assembled and backed by a 20-year warranty. We're also proud to carry made-in-the-USA brands like Casual Comfort and Telescope Casual. Plus, we have a wide selection of wicker by Northcape, all made with aluminum frames. So shop today with the local experts at Tyndall's Casual Furniture in Laurel and Lewis.
Where are the kids, by the way?
I left them in the woods with some bread. That was 3 days ago.
John Cryer is a delight in extended family.
I like you, Jim, even though you took some getting used to.
So did you.
So did you.
So did you.
So did you.
Extended Family, Tuesday on NBC and Peacock.
This is Coast TV News Today.
March 14th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. What a great morning it is. I'm Paige Marley.
It is a great morning.
Yes.
We're approaching 5:31 on this Thursday morning.
Yep.
Paige, good news for both you and I. Both our college basketball teams, Penn State and Maryland, they won in the first round of the Big Ten tournament, so they go on and play tonight.
We can get along today.
We can.
Love
Life
that.
is good.
Love that for us. We can also get along really well with First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahy, who's bringing us 70s back again today. So, Bob, thank you for that.
Yeah, well, I'm glad I'm in everybody's good graces. You know, when you bring good weather, I guess that's the case. Good morning, guys. We are looking at a chilly start this morning. We're looking at about a 35-degree temperature swing today, so it's chilly. We're in the low 40s for many inland areas, 45 in Millsboro, 45 in Milton, 40 in Delmar, 50s along the coast, so you're going to want to bundle up this morning for sure. At least the winds are light, but we've got that quick warm-up today, so you'll be able to peel the layers. There is a band of some mid to high-level clouds coming our way. We had that yesterday, but it's not going to prevent us from warming up as we have a big ridge of high pressure over us. So temperatures quickly rise, 40s, 50s, into the 60s this morning. Some of those high clouds, then 60s and low 70s at noon, but cooler along the beaches. Don't know if it's going to be this cold into Bethany Beach and Dewey Beach, but I think you'll be in the 60s later on today with mid 70s inland areas and gorgeous as we go into this evening. So that means, well, the green light for your morning commute and your afternoon commute, dry and chilly, good visibility, and all those fields are drying up too as well. So things are looking good. And then for your PM commute, gave it the green light, warm and dry conditions.
Thank you, Bob. A bill that looks to put more restrictions for people looking to buy handguns in Delaware. It's moving forward. People for gun control are hoping it will be signed into law.
Yeah, well, others question if this bill is constitutional. Coast TV's Charles Reiner breaks it down and shows us what both sides have to say.
The gun debate is firing off in the first state once again. Senate Bill 2, which looks to create a permit-to-purchase system for handguns, has made it past the Delaware House of Representatives.
It keeps guns out of the hands of people who might pose a risk. We think it's critical to saving lives, and we know that this is going to help save lives across the state.
Here's what the bill would do. People looking to buy a handgun will have to go through an application process as well as go through a firearms training program. According to the bill, people would not have to pay fees for the permit itself, but would have to pay for things like fingerprinting and the required training. Jeff Haig, president of the Delaware State Sportsman Association, claims the bill would infringe on people's Second Amendment rights.
The object doesn't make any difference, whether it's a car, a knife, feet, hands, whatever. It's the person that commits the violent act. This issue with firearms and guns has become, rather than is this a good policy position, has become totally political.
This piece of legislation has been in the works for a while now. In Governor Carney's final State of the State address, he said getting this bill passed is one of his goals during his last year in office. This bill would still need to go through the Senate before it could land on Governor Carney's desk. I'm Charles Reiner in Sussex County, Coast TV News.
That's called open space. It's an area of land in a city that has no or little development. And happening today, a committee set up in Lewis will continue working on how to create more open space. It's looking to have trees, trails, buffers, and boat slips centrally located in Lewis. Committee members say this would include new developments. And part of this is to work on how all of this will be designed. That meeting is scheduled for 12:30 at the Rollins Center.
Couple of development options are up for review in Milford. One the city council is looking at is developing an industrial park. Another is for development on the east side of Bucks Road and the north of Cedar Neck Road. The council will also be looking at the city's money and talk about how they plan to spend it. Milford officials also want to work on making its electricity supply more reliable and ready for future use. All this will be discussed at their meeting on March 25th.
Berlin looking ahead to the future after the release of its annual 2023 report. In terms of public works for this year, the town says it has created a goal to improve trash collection services to ensure town-wide efficiency. Further, the town hopes to launch initiatives to boost recycling rates and sustainability. Berlin also outlining a goal to replace street signs with updated designs for enhanced safety and aesthetics. And another goal for 2024 includes the town focusing on street paving projects to ensure smooth transportation.
In Selbyville, town is warning homeowners about fake water testing kits that have been circulating in the mail. Get this, town officials say questionnaires are being mailed out to ask people about themselves, their water usage, and household water equipment. The businesses then reach out to those who responded and tell them their water quality is poor, and they're offering to perform a thorough in-home water assessment for free. However, according to the town, these businesses then try to sell expensive water softeners and other equipment once they arrive at the homes. Now take a live look at Washington, D.C., the battle brewing there in that building. It's between national security and the First Amendment. It's because a bill that could lead to the ban of the popular social media platform TikTok passed the House of Representatives on Wednesday. Issue deals with TikTok's owner, ByteDance, and its ties to communist China. However, the bill still faces an uncertain path in the U.S. Senate. If passed, it would eventually lead to a nationwide ban of the video app. ByteDance would have 5 months to sell the China-linked social media platform if the bill is enacted. President Biden said he would sign it into law if it does make it to his desk.
Hunter Biden could face trial in Delaware on federal firearms charges as soon as June. That's if a judge refuses defense motions to dismiss the case. This trial slated to begin June 3rd. It could last up to 9 days. And all of this comes in the midst of his father's re-election campaign. Hunter Biden has pleaded not guilty to lying about his drug use in October 2018 on a form to buy a gun that he kept for about 11 days.
More news to get to. Don't go anywhere.
Still coming up, gearing up for celebrations in Georgetown. We'll tell you what organizers say you can expect at the St. Patrick's Day block party this weekend.
Also, the Y-High girls basketball team hoping to make program history and advance to the state finals for the first time. All that was in their way was a squad from Francis Scott Key.
And diner dreams in Ocean City. We'll tell you when a new diner plans to open and what old restaurant used to be in its place. Stay with us on CoastTV News today.
Their hands have always been there for you, a calming, reassuring presence, protecting, nurturing, guiding you. They've helped you find your own strength. Now you find that your hands are the ones supporting and working to ensure they are safe. That can often be challenging or even strain your relationship. With help from Commonwealth Senior Living at the Eastern Shore, you and your loved one can return focus to your relationship as parent and child, improving the lives of seniors, their families, and each other. That's the Commonwealth difference.
Get ready for the ultimate outdoor experience. Join us for the DSN Outdoors Expo on Friday, April 19th from 4 to 8 and Saturday, April 20th from 10 to 4. Showcase your products or services to thousands of potential customers at the Delaware State Fairgrounds in Harrington. Increase your brand awareness and reach a large audience at the DSN Outdoors Expo. To apply as a vendor and for more information, visit WBOCEvents.com.
Are you dreaming of the perfect outdoor space where you can relax and entertain? Look no further than Delmarva's most trusted partner, Spicer Brothers. We pride ourselves on superior craftsmanship and only use the finest materials to create beautiful, durable decks. From classic wooden decks to low-maintenance PVC materials, we have the perfect solution for you. And right now, get a free Green Mountain Grill with your new deck. Plus, enjoy 0% financing with no payments and no interest for 18 months. Spicer Brothers, turning homeowners' dreams into reality for over 20 years.
Homewell's mission is to bring joy, companionship, and a helping hand into the lives of those we serve. Become a Homewell hero today.
I'm a Homewell hero because I transform routine care into meaningful connections.
Offering full benefits, weekly pay, holiday pay, and PTO.
As a Homewell hero, I'm rewarded for my hard work.
Our mentor program gives you help on the job, teaching you to be a problem solver.
Join us at homewellcares.com and be the hero that someone needs today.
Coming up on 540 on this quiet Thursday morning, Hershey Exteriors, Cam Ocean City. A little grimy on the lens, but things are calm and temperatures in the 50s along the coast. 40s inland, as cold as 40 in Delmar, 42 in Georgetown. So bundle up. It is a chilly start, but then it's quickly warming up. We've got light winds right now. Oh, we have some high clouds building, and we saw these yesterday, and that will be the case again today, but it's still going to be very, very warm. Bus stop forecast for the kiddos, 42 off to school. Chilly, and then they can, shed that jacket later on. Very mild, and temperature of 73. Make sure you call the First Alert Weather Line. It's another way to get your forecast, 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
Road work to begin today in Bethany Beach. The town's working on its corridor project coming up for the pedestrian pathway for Collins Street. Work will start on Kent Avenue today, and it continues on Friday, and then again Monday for 4 more days.
What was once the dough roller on 70th Street is now being turned into a whole new diner. Route 66 plans to serve breakfast all the time, with also lunch and dinner starting at 2 p.m. Along with a classic diner atmosphere and feel, Route 66 plans on staying open 24/7 during the summertime. Dominic Paperno is excited to see a diner being built in Ocean City, something he says is lacking.
They had a lot of diners in Philly, not many of them down here. I mean, the closest thing to it is Denny's, but I mean, a real diner, I like diners, so I'll definitely go to the Route 66 diner.
Route 66 is looking to open next Friday to serve the people of Ocean City breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
In an effort to improve the beauty and the functionality of its beaches and parks, Dewey Beach currently reviewing bids for beach raking and landscaping. Town officials say they're looking to contract experienced vendors that'll do a great job for a good price. The town will decide which companies to go with at a meeting coming up on March 15th.
Delaware's tourism office trying to bring national and regional sport events to the first state. According to the office, new grants will pay for the construction or renovation of sports facilities. Eligible applicants include Delaware-based high schools, colleges, or rec centers that contribute to state tax benefits. Applications are due April 12th.
Y-High girls basketball eyeing their first state championship appearance in school history and facing Francis Scott Key, who is looking to return to the state finals for the first time in 27 years.
Skipping to the third, FSK leading by 18, but the Tribe says, we're not done. Sayla Foreman fights to get the ball back, then drives all the way in for the bucket. With under 5 in the third, Y-High's pass is off Gabrielle Corbin and into the hands of Summer Brooks, but her fast break is shut down by Corbin, showing off her hustle and strength. Next Eagles possession, the shot is off, and Foreman is on the rebound, taking it down and bouncing it to Carlisa Johnson for the finish. The Tribe chipping away at that lead. Now FSK with strong perimeter passing as Caroline Kaur gets the finish. But here comes the Tribe. Foreman's shot is no good, but Soraya Sanin cleans it up down low and overpowers the Eagles on the rebound as Y-High cuts the deficit to 7. Heading into the fourth, momentum on the Tribe side, but Brooks was unstoppable for the Eagles, lighting it up from beyond the arc. And Y-High fights hard until the very end as Foreman drops 13 points in the contest and Corbin had a team-high 17. But Francis Scott Key goes on to win their first state semifinal since 1997 by a score of 69-49.
The Lady Tribe falls short in the state semifinals, but they will look back on this season proudly after winning the region title and also the Bayside Championship for the first time in 39 years. Reporting from Silver Spring, Maryland, for the Delmarva Sports Network, I'm Michelle Roberts.
And today in your entertainment news, a Taylor Swift clip you didn't see in theaters, and Mark Wahlberg reveals what it was like filming a scary scene in his new movie. Here's David Daniel with the Hollywood Minute.
Sequin smile, black lipstick, sensual world, politics. When you are young, they assume you know nothing.
If you didn't see Taylor Swift's Eras Tour live, you haven't seen this. Cardigan and other performances cut from the theatrical and home video versions of the concert are now available on the Apple App Store. There are also bonus content on the version of Taylor Swift The Eras Tour, now streaming on Disney+.
You have your trolley? Yeah. We sure about this? Oh, it's adventure racing, right?
I don't know, guys. This looks pretty unsafe to me.
Playing extreme adventure racers in Arthur the King put Mark Wahlberg and co-stars in some interesting situations, including an ancient-looking zip line.
You're a couple of 100 feet in the air, and it looks pretty old and rickety, and I don't think, we certainly didn't build it and age it. So it was one of those things where I was like, why am I doing this? My wife would kill me right now.
This is beautiful!
In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
It's a dry and chilly start out there. Salisbury 41, so bundle up this morning and then peel those layers off throughout the day. It will be another mild day. We saw 70s yesterday. We'll do it again today. And another warm one for your Friday. And then a cold front cools us off, some rain and a cooler weekend and a drier one. I'll time it out after the break.
Hey moms, you know those unforgettable face palms? Those moments that leave us both laughing and sighing. They're not just mishaps, there are shared stories. Share your unique mom moments with us. Go to coastlife.com/mom.
Solar is a legacy you will pass on to future generations. So choose a local company with the skills and expertise to do it right. Sunrise Solar is your complete solar energy solution, offering interactive systems for farming and industrial. The Sunrise team has the knowledge, training, and certifications necessary to build the best solar unit for your needs. With a 25-year panel production warranty. Call today about financing and low monthly payments. Sunrise Solar, powering your future.
You hear of more and more families choosing cremation, but you probably still have questions. The Holloway family has been helping local families understand and navigate the options for 140 years. We recognized the importance of having Delmarva's first on-site crematory. Whether you choose a celebration of life with cremation, a witnessed cremation, or cremation without a ceremony, everyone is treated with dignity and respect. That's the difference family makes. Holloway Funeral Home in Salisbury and Pocomoke.
Spring is around the corner, and now is the time to schedule your Horizon Services end-of-season heater tune-up to remove the wear and tear on your system. Our expert technicians will perform a thorough multi-point cleaning and inspection that will breathe new life into your system, prevent potential breakdowns, and ensure peak efficiency. Whether you need routine maintenance, repairs, or ready for a system upgrade, Horizon has your home covered. Call or schedule your appointment online today.
Hey moms, you know those unforgettable face palms? Those moments that leave us both laughing and sighing. They're not just mishaps, there are shared stories. Share your unique mom moments with us. Go to coastlife.com/mom.
It is 5:47 on your Thursday morning. Let's take a live look right now at Salisbury. All still dark there, Bob. I will say a little, I'm not going to say too chilly, just a little breezy when I came in this morning. But like you said earlier, no jacket needed this afternoon.
Not this afternoon, but definitely this morning, Paige. Just a reminder that it's still winter. We still have a few days of winter left. So this is the time of year we get those big temperature swings. We'll start out in the 40s in the morning and then warm into the 70s like we'll see today. And we're also going to have some frost-free nights. Get those plants outside. My lemon tree's outside right now and getting some fresh air. So put the plants out and they'll be frost-free through Monday morning. But then look at the icicles getting longer. Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning, Thursday morning. We're looking at temperatures near freezing early next week. So we're not done with winter quite yet. Don't want to get into the garden yet. Maybe start tilling the soil. Just wait a couple of weeks yet. Temperatures out the door. Cold. 40 in Delmar, 41 in Salisbury, Millsboro 46, 53 Lewis, 53 in Bethany Beach, and winds are calm. So that's conducive to the chilly conditions we're seeing this morning. And it's mainly clear, but we're also seeing some high clouds building in from the west. We saw these high cirrus clouds yesterday. We're going to see them again today as we have a big ridge of high pressure not only over the top of us but across the Tennessee Valley as well. So this big dome of warm air. But on the periphery, we've got some big storms firing up through Missouri back into the Midwest. Eventually a cold front slides our way later tomorrow, but not today. The quick warm up through the 50s into the upper 60s by noon. We're into the mid 70s in Millsboro by the 4 o'clock hour, 75 in Seaford, 75 in Delmar, but much cooler along the coast, as cold as 50s perhaps, some locations as you're in the proximity of the colder Atlantic Ocean. Then tonight, with a southwest breeze and some clouds, we keep it very mild. In fact, upper 50s Friday morning, and then we're back into the 60s. Eventually, low to mid 70s into the early to mid part of tomorrow afternoon. Then here comes that cold front with the rain showers tomorrow evening. Some models have it a little heavier with the rain than others. This one's backing off a little bit on the heavy rain. Maybe some rumbles of thunder possible with the front coming through, but we do know the winds will shift to the north and it turns much cooler into the weekend. Now, rainfall amounts have really tailed off, only a few hundreds to maybe a tenth of an inch of rain, but we could pick up a quarter to half an inch if you get under one of those heavier showers. We'll watch that. It dries out on Saturday, and it looks like for now, it looks like it's drier on Sunday, on St. Patrick's Day as well. So good to see that, but the models tend to flip-flop, so just hold tight for Sunday. Right now we're going dry. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast. Mid-70s the next couple of days. Rain later Friday with that cold front, then a cooler weekend with 61 Saturday. St. Patty's Day took the rain out for now, 64. Much colder early next week, down near freezing Tuesday and Wednesday mornings, and a high of only 47 on Tuesday.
Trauma-informed services in Delaware are set to be rewarded. Governor Carney's office saying the state is now looking for people, organizations, and educational institutions to recognize with the Delaware Compassionate Champion Awards. Those nominated should provide services consistent with the Delaware Developmental Framework for Trauma-Informed Care. Nominations are being accepted on the governor's website through April 12th.
St. Patrick's Day, just a few days away, and Delaware Governor Democrat John Carney has a timely proclamation that recognizes Irish American Heritage Month, set to be signed today. The governor's office says he'll be joined by the Irish Society of Delmarva and the Irish Cultural Club of Delaware, and this is happening at Legislative Hall at 1 p.m. Also, grab your lucky charm and head out to Georgetown on Saturday. The Chamber of Commerce St. Patrick's Day Block Party, it is back, and this year it is at Revelation Craft Brewery. Organizers say you can expect music vendors, children activities, and bake-off, photo booth, and more. It runs from noon until 4 p.m. March 16th. The Brandywine Valley SPCA is telling Coast TV News they will have adoptable pets at this event.
Coming up next on Coast TV News today, AI helping doctors precisely pinpoint a key heart problem and treat it and keep your heart beating. We'll show you how doctors are doing that.
Right now, it's your choice during the Subaru A Lot to Love event going on at Gateway Subaru. Choose what fits your lifestyle and budget. Choose to lease a new 2024 Subaru Forester for only $299 a month, or take advantage of financing rates as low as 0.9%. Choose to lease a new 2024 Subaru Outback for only $299 a month, or take advantage of financing rates as low as 1.9%. Gateway Subaru, where every choice leads to a new adventure. Love, it's what makes a Subaru a Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
Look who's cooking for Sussex County Habitat for Humanity. Volunteer chefs from local realtors compete for the best appetizers, entrees, and desserts, and you can try them all. It's an evening of tasty treats, raffles, and door prizes at the St. Jude Parish Center on March 21st at 6 p.m. in Lewis. For more information about the event and to get your tickets, go to sussexcountyhabitat.org. We'll see you, Delmarva, at the Look Who's Cooking Challenge, March 21st in Lewis.
Are you having one of those days where everything that can go wrong does? Meet Preston, a normal guy with extraordinary bad luck. This is where the law office trap nickel steps in. We've got your back, even when you fall on it. Our skilled personal injury team is committed to defending your rights and converting adversity into significant compensation. Don't hesitate. Get the justice you deserve. The Law Office of Trap Nickel. Your priority is our priority.
Draper Media seeks a detail-oriented overnight operations technician. This crucial role involves monitoring and managing over-the-air and content, plus quality control. Successful candidates are proactive problem solvers with knowledge in broadcasting systems like Grass Valley Ignite and Sony ELC. This position requires night, early morning, and weekend shifts. Apply today at drapermediajobs.com. Draper Media is an equal opportunity employer.
Your roof is the first line of defense against the elements, but is ready for the next storm? If it's time for a new roof, call Hershey Exteriors. As a GAF Master Elite contractor, we offer the industry's best warranty. Our roofs come with a Golden Pledge 50-year warranty on materials and a 25-year workmanship warranty that is backed by GAF. Call Hershey Exteriors, your trusted roofing pros, and get 0% financing for 12 months because life is sweeter with Hershey Exteriors.
AFib is the most common heart rhythm disorder in the world. It impacts more than 6 million Americans right now. Yeah. Not only does AFib cause your heart to beat out of whack, but it increases your risk of blood clots and stroke.
Early treatment can be life-saving, but treating it the wrong way can also be life-threatening. As Marty Schultz shows us, AI may help doctors get it just right.
So atrial fibrillation is an abnormal heart rhythm. What we don't want are patients having fast heart rates for very long periods of time.
And AFib can be silent, ultimately leading to a stroke. But Baptist Health electrophysiologist Matthew McKillop hopes that artificial intelligence will help doctors successfully treat AFib before that can happen.
This is one of the most interesting parts of the technology developments in my career.
Currently, doctors use a catheter to go inside the heart and collect electrical signals to find out what's causing the irregular heartbeat. Dr. McKillop was the 4th doctor in the world to use the STAR Apollo mapping system to make sense of the chaos. It uses AI-driven, high-density mapping catheters to help precisely target the problem.
Within about 5 minutes, we identify somewhere between 10 and 50,000 points of information. And so that information is obviously too complicated and too dense for us to unpack ourselves.
But AI can quickly decipher the information, allowing Dr. McKillop to use ablation to get the heart back in rhythm. I'm Marty Salt reporting.
There are 5 U.S. senators taking part in the study. They are all currently enrolling patients that have already had 1 ablation but still have AFib.
It's now 5:56. It's time to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
And today's coastal pet is glad all the rain is over so they can go for a nice swim in the warm weather we've been having these last couple of days. I guess it's okay if you're a dog to go swimming.
Sure.
On your screen is Callie. Callie takes any chance she can get to go for a swim, and Callie was submitted to us by Sue and Milton.
What a cute picture. We want to keep seeing your pets on Delmarva. Send us more photos. Tell us what makes your pet so special.
On your screen, scan that QR code, and that way you can submit your furry friends to Coast TV News and watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
All right, almost 5:57. Time for a quick look at your forecast before you head out your door.
Yeah, I got a question for Bob here. Yeah. Does this week's warm weather validate the groundhog's early spring prediction? Asking for a friend.
Oh, wow. We're going down that rabbit.
He did predict an early spring. He did.
And we've seen glimpses of spring. But we've seen winter as well. Winter will be making a comeback. So I think the groundhog does get partial credit for sure. You know, it's so tough to dress in these conditions. You need the heavy jacket in the morning, and then we're talking about shorts and T-shirts in the afternoon. So a lot to juggle there with the wardrobe. 40s early on, then quickly warming to the 50s and 60s, into the mid-70s later on. Your Paul Davis 10-day forecast, 75 today, 74 Friday with showers later in the day with the cold front. A cooler weekend, dry Saturday, and I think Sunday as well. St. Patrick's Day, then really cold the early part of next week, down near freezing Tuesday and Wednesday morning. So winter's not done. A high of only 47 Tuesday. It does warm up a little bit after that with some rain chances Wednesday, Friday, and then into the weekend.